Hello everyone, Phoenix here, and I want to take this opportunity to welcome you all to the Guild Wars 2 University Raid Guide series, where we take a close-up look at various roles and builds that are used in some of the toughest raid encounters in Guild Wars 2. Today, we'll be diving right into the Deimos fight, specifically talking about the role and function of the Hand Kiter. The build we'll be focusing on is the Soulbeast Hand Kite, and by the end of the video, you'll be able to see just how to pull off a successful Deimos encounter, while saving your group from having to deal with all those filthy hands that seem to just endlessly sprawl up out of the ground. So, to begin, what are the hands that we're referring to? Specifically, we're referring to Deimos' Soulbeast mechanic, where the boss will place multiple grasping hands underneath the furthest player from him. There are two main reasons why we do not want these spawning underneath the group. The first reason is that they hurt. A lot. When they stack, and they can stack up to 5 at a time, they can very quickly down and kill any player caught inside. The second reason is that if Deimos walks over these hands, he gains Devour, which for each stack of Devour, Deimos deals an additional 2% damage. Because of these things, it is imperative that the Hand Kiter keeps all of those nasty AoEs away from the main group and the boss. Now, in order for the Hand Kiter, in this case a Soulbeast, to successfully keep the hands away from the group and survive while doing it, there must be an extreme focus on proper gearing and build. For this build, we will be taking Wilderness Survival, Nature Magic, and Soulbeast. The main focus of the traits in these lines are not only to focus on healing, but to also make sure that there is sufficient regen and protection to be able to do the job effectively. As for gear, you may notice that there is a combination of both Harrier's and Magi's equipment. While this can be done on all Harrier's gear, say if you're just playing a Hand Kite role with your Druid gear, it is generally much safer to opt to do a combo of Magi's and Harrier's due to the increase in vitality that the Magi's gear provides. As for the runes, this build makes use of the superior runes of the Rebirth, for that extra bit of safety and boon duration. As for the fight itself, there are multiple mechanics that the Hand Kiter must be aware of and look out for. The first thing that we will talk about is the role of the Hand Kiter during the pre-phase. Because you will not be doing much damage with this build, just opt to stay upstairs during the whole pre-phase and help with the prides. Once the main boss fight begins, the true role of the Hand Kiter becomes more apparent. As the pre-phase is finishing, make your way to the edge of the platform on the opposite side from where you know your party is going to be if they are using the melee strategy for this fight. You want to give yourself room to safely move around the outer edge of the platform. While there are multiple things to watch out for as a kiter, the most dangerous mechanic that will kill you is Deimos' Mind Crush. Deimos will start to swing his weapons around in circles, and after 4 spins, he will unleash Mind Crush. If you are not prepared, this will ruin your day and make the group wipe. Just keep an eye on the spins. After 4 spins, when he leans back, the attack is imminent. The main way to survive this mechanic while hand kiting is by the use of a few key skills. The main skill that I use to stay alive is the merged Black Bear skill Unflinching Fortitude, or the F3 skill. This will enable you to take no damage from incoming attacks for 4 seconds. You can use other things like the Greatsword 4 block or your merged Black Bear F2 skill to stay alive as well, but I have found that the F3 skill is much more reliable, as its cooldown will almost always line up with Deimos' Mind Crush attack. The other skills, like the Greatsword 4 and the F2 skill, can be used to successfully survive when you have to form 5 stacks of the hands along the edge of the platform. But on a side note, keep a lookout for the hand stacks, as Deimos will pull them in towards the group. Just let the group know in comms when they start coming in. As the kiter, you also want to be on the lookout for the demonic tears that will sometimes spawn right next to where you are kiting. To help the group, take those when you can. While it may not always be necessary, sometimes you will have to start forming a second row of hands in front of the initial row. If this is needed, make sure to not stack multiple hands in the same spot like you did in the first row. These are the ones that will most likely touch the group when they are pulled in. As far as the last phase goes, the 10% through kill phase, the role of the Hand Kiter does not change at all. Stay on the outer edge, away from the group, and continue kiting the hands as you did before. Those are the main mechanics to watch out for as a hand kiter. Now, what we're going to do to conclude this video is to play a clip of a full clear of the Deimos encounter from my perspective as a Soulbeast hand kiter. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.